Hello, Virgo. This is your quick and general reading. So we're doing something different again for this reading. And yeah, we're just gonna, play around, have some fun and see what comes up, okay? We do something different. I'll show you as we go along. So Virgo, I'm open for private readings. If you're interested, you can book a session. The link is below this video. Let's see what comes up for you from this deck. And we have here protection. Nice. You are protected from whatever you're going through. I feel like this protection is applicable for any level, okay? Whether it's psychic, spiritual, emotional, mental, physical, whatever it may be, okay? At this point in time that you're watching this, because this is timeless, whenever you're watching this, it would be the right time for this reading. So I'm going to pick 3 cards, but we're not going to open them, all right? We're going to lay 3 cards here, and these 3 cards will signify the final outcome of this reading. So we don't want to know, we don't want any cards to flip out on us. We just want to shuffle, and then I'm going to gently shuffle and pick 3 cards from this deck, okay? And then we'll open them at the end of the reading. So we have 3 cards here. Okay, and we're going to use this deck for our reading. So what does Capricorn need to know? We have the Fool, we have New Beginning, and we have 2 of Wands. Very nice. So essentially, these 2 cards, right? What you need to know right now for Virgo is that you are starting a new beginning, and you are also looking at how you can. There's a lot of planning, a lot of decision making, a lot of planning seems to be happening here at this new beginning. And I guess, it's quite normal, right? Any new beginnings that you would, like have a 5-year plan or 10-year plan kind of thing. But there are quite a lot of major decisions that is needed at this point. Okay. So if you are in the space, continue to watch this reading. It might give you some insights or maybe some advice, okay? So this is a general reading, so take what resonates and drop the rest. Let's see, what else? Can we have clarifiers, please, for Virgo, for the Fool and 2 of Wands? Can we have clarifiers, please? For the Fool and 2 of Wands. Okay, so we have the Lovers and we have the 5 of Pentacles. Okay, so interestingly, these 2 cards, right, they are quite extreme in its energy. And because you're entering a new beginning and you have a lot of heavy planning, heavy decisions to make, you can feel quite isolated, almost a sense of desperation, even like, you feel very alone, that's, desperate, even like you're feeling a little bit lost as well and unsure. But you do have the Lovers, right? The Lovers here is about connecting. The Lovers here is about, you connecting with a higher self, you connecting with someone who can assist you. It's like making a commitment. So if you are ready to go with these new changes, this new beginning that you have in your life, are you ready to commit? If you're ready to commit 100%, then everything will work out for you. If you are afraid of this new beginning, right, and you start to feel desperate and lonely, in other words, you sink in fear because you're afraid, but know that you do have protection. You'll be fine, okay? And the Lovers is reassuring you that if you make a commitment creates luck, right? Commitment will give you all the, whatever that you're looking for, right, to help you in your new beginning is going to be presented to you in due course and in the right time, in the right space. So a lot of trust in the universe is required by you at this point in time, Virgo. So this card flipped out the World, right? And then we have here 2 of Pentacles. How interesting. You have the Fool, which is the beginning, and then you have 2 of Wands. And then here you have the World and then 2 of Pentacles. The World usually can mean the end of a cycle, okay? But I feel like this is not so much about end of cycle for you. It's more about feeling whole, feeling complete. And you will feel complete when you learn to balance your responsibilities. When you learn to balance what is the inner and the outer, your needs and someone else's needs. And to view the world from the, within and without. This is about balance, right? Two of Pentacles. Balancing. Pentacles is about earthly life. But I feel that because you have the Two of Wands, it's about Two of Wands, on its own, right? It can mean looking at your spiritual, like making a decision for your spiritual development. Are you listening to your higher self? Are you listening to your intuition? But in combination with all of this, I feel like you are allowing yourself to reach a point of wholeness by accepting your inner and your outer. Okay, which is good, which is very powerful, right? It can help you to, when you get into that space of acceptance and not fight and not be your biggest enemy, you make progress. Let's get some clarifiers here for Virgo. Can we have some clarifiers, Virgo? Clarify the world and Two of Pentacles here for Virgo, please. And here we have the Sun, very nice. So whatever it is that you've been afraid of, whatever that is in the darkness, the sun is shining brightly. And then there is judgment. Okay. Judgment is awakening. You are evaluating, what's in front of you, and the light or the sun is going to shine so brightly that anything that is blocking you, any part that is within the shadow, right, will come out. And it's going to be a bit confrontational, I have to say, but it is good confrontation. This means that you are at least moving somewhere, right? You're not going around in circles. You are making progress. When the sun is shining into shadow parts of self, you may not like it, but you do need to go through the whole process in order to make a judgment call. Look at the transformation. Look at the powerful butterflies lifting this dove right into the sky. This is like a, really nice energy, right? Like an upliftment kind of energy. And Virgo, this is, this reading is for whenever you're watching this, there is no time and date stamp attached to it. It's timeless. So I hope that, so far the message is serving you well. If it resonates, please give me a like and subscribe to my channel. We're going to continue with this reading some more. Let's see what else is coming up for you here in this reading, Virgo. And then we have King of Wands. King of Wands is about wisdom, it's about vision, and we have 10 of Wands. Okay, so King of Wands is you. Okay, bear in mind, before this came up, right, you have the sun. And the sun is like shining light into shadow parts of self, right? So King of Wands represents your higher wisdom. Are you allowing this wisdom to play out? Are you applying wisdom in your life at this stage? And the question here, right, is that have you been fighting with yourself so much because, maybe sometimes, we're blind to our own stuff, right? And our biggest enemy is often ourselves, and we do not know it, right? Because we don't know what we don't know. And so now that you know, are you still fighting with yourself? Because if you're still fighting with yourself, then you're going to be completely exhausted. The 10 of Wands signifies a time to really retreat, right? Go back into self and see how the King of Wands can come in to serve you. King of Wands is about wisdom. Okay? Stop fighting with yourself, Virgo. Can we have clarifiers for this card? Okay, 9 of Wands, 10 of Wands, 9 of Wands. 9 of Wands is about resilience. And then you have the Magician. Very nice. The Magician is good, right? I like that the Magician is the last card. The Magician basically is also reminding you that there are, there are resources available, there are opportunities available. Are you willing to see them? Are you willing to allow the magician to influence you in a positive way? Are you willing to utilize the power of your mind? Are you, because the magic happens within our own mindset, right? In anything that we do, the right mindset is so important. Without the right mindset, then we'll see everything as being bleak, everything as being negative. So the magician is here to remind you that it is very important to see everything from the right perspective. I don't want to say to see things from a positive perspective, because we can get too overly positive that we are disconnected to what we may be suffering within. So right perspective for any given situation, and know that your perspective can change depending on the situation. Everything is situational, and you must give yourself the space and the room to maneuver. And know that your perspective can change, right? And that's part of growth, that's part of progress, and totally appropriate. Okay? So Virgo, do check out my other channel called Musings from the Past, Present, and Future. I do consciousness work. I teach shadow work there. I feel like this may be an important area for you to focus on in your path at this point in time. If you're watching this, whenever you're watching this, right? You check it out, because it will help you tremendously. So from the Oracle deck, we have Francesca. What do you desire right now? Visualize it and it will come about. Negativity will block your progress. This is a very good reminder card for you, Virgo. Okay. Now let's see what these 3 tarot cards telling us. We have Death. Okay, good. Justice. And then we have Ace of Cups. Wow, this is a very good outcome. You have 2 major arcana. I would say death would be like, what we talk about, right? The mindset. Death of the old way of thinking, death of the, don't be your worst enemy, don't be your own enemy, that kind of thing. Let that die, let that kind of mindset die. The self-sabotaging thoughts, self-sabotaging actions, let all that die and let justice play out. So let karma play itself out, right? Justice will have to play out. And I feel like it will play in a positive way because you have the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is about new connection, right? It's about openness. And this, it's about like the heart chakra opening. This signifies that. And so it's almost like you're entering a new phase of growth, new development, and you have to work through. This is the outcome, right? Now, remember, the outcome will not happen if you don't do what is required of you, because this is not magic, right? I mean, tarot is not like, magical wand, and then you can just sit back, relax, and let things play out without doing anything. It doesn't work that way, right? So final outcome only comes about if you do what is needed, as what was described here earlier on, what was shared here, what you need to do, things like that. Okay, this is a powerful read for you, Virgo, and I wish you the best. And that's it for me today, and I will speak with you again soon. Bye for now.